You guys, I truly believe that TikTok is one of the best things that's happened to society because you know why? Now it's revealed what everybody really thinks. Now people are so comfortable to air their thoughts about everything. It's just going to show how much misery loves company, how much people love judging others, commenting on others, seeing the downfall of others, and giving their 2 cents. Right from the comfortability of their homes. I've made a very like one of my boundaries I've set for myself is that I'm not going to do these videos that people do, like where they like just randomly start talking while they're like laying in bed. Because if I start doing that and I start telling the world all of my thoughts, that's not going to be great for me. I don't think that's wise to do because sometimes that comes around to bite you in the butt. And that's what we see a lot of people that were like high and mighty judging somebody else, and then they get found out for whatever it is that they're guilty of doing in their own lives, and then they look stupid. This is what I'm saying. I love it. It's really revealed society. And I love how this whole COVID thing and just everything being online thing and just social media, right, has really revealed society to be what it is. Because I kind of feel like, I don't know if any of you guys have watched One Piece, and I'm going to spoil some of it slightly, but not really. There's a story arc, in the Dressrosa story arc, right? Them going somewhere with this. When they arrive at the island, right? The island, it's got all these human beings and toys, and they all live happily together, and everybody seems happy, and it seems jovial and whatever. But in reality, behind the scenes, these toys used to be people that were changed because of the tyrant who came and put the whole town under a spell that their king, who there was their original king, was evil and was trying to kill them, so he took over to save them, but secretly he's turning people into toys so that he can build these weapons that he's selling around to lots of other islands. A whole big like conspiracy basically. And these toys were actually their ex-family members. So the reason the toys remember who their family members are, but the people don't remember who those family members are. When they turn into toys, they don't even remember that those family members ever existed. It's all very dark and dangerous. But when they first arrive, right, it all seems all lovely. That's how I see the world exactly. We all walk around, and when we're around, I like to observe, right? I'm a huge and observant person. That's why I like to spend time by myself a lot, because I just be sitting and people watching. I love people watching, right? And when I'm people watching, I just think of I look and you see all like everybody's walking around. You got the kids, like they got with their dad holding one hand, and their mum holding the other hand, and they're swinging them. People are going getting their little ice creams. People having their picnics, going on holiday, laughing and giggling, right? And yet, behind the scenes, we're all struggling with mental health. People are ending their lives more than ever. Loneliness is affecting men more than it ever has. This, that, and the other. People are being abused behind closed doors and not being believed. We've got all this stuff going on, right? I love it. I love TikTok for this reason, because it's exposing that we're all just putting on this big freaking play. And all this niceness that we all act like, oh my gosh, we care so much about people's mental health. People say they care about people's mental health, but they are so quick to judge what somebody else is doing and to comment on what somebody else is doing online. I find that fascinating. People say, oh, if you have a platform, you should be prepared to deal with however. Yes, you should be prepared that people are going to be hateful, but why have we normalized that you as somebody posting stuff should be prepared for an onslaught of abuse? So we'd rather justify and protect the people with the onslaught of abuse than we would hold society accountable to. If we say we're all about mental health, why are we sharing this type? Why are we behaving in this manner? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. People would rather say, oh, this is just what happens in society. Of course it is going to happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not stupid, right? We can't control everybody. But we're at a stage now in society where there is a greater, like people be like, so-and-so should have known that when they did this, they were going to get all this hate. So then you wonder why the people that you support take advantage of you, because it becomes a toxic relationship. They monetize your attention. They monetize you. They get you to buy the products that they want so they can make money off affiliate links, get nice little brand deals, this, that, and the other. Right? They ignore your comments now because you're just all justifying that, oh, well, you're in that position, so you should just handle everything. Okay, they do. And all they do is monetize you, ignore everything you're saying, and then you sit there trying to have your voice of having something to say, wasting your money and your products, and then 5, 10 years, 20 years down the line, when you've already wasted money that you could have been spending on buying eggs, because everyone's complaining about the price of eggs, right? I always use the price of eggs because I'm like, listen, you can buy a chicken coop for £250 on Amazon. You can get chickens, you can grow chickens. Chickens lay an egg a day. Wow, look at that. Isn't that amazing? How many of you would have spent more than that on just a ticket to go see Beyonce, ticket to go to see Taylor Swift, to go to on a one trip to the supermarket, one trip to go to Hobbycraft, or one trip to go to Target or something? Dumb. So I'm saying society is so dumb. I love that TikTok has revealed how stupid society is. I love it. And you know what I like really about TikTok that's great for me, for my mental health, is I give myself a hard time about, like, I don't want to say anything that I feel like, I don't know. I try to be careful about what I say because I want what I'm saying to have the right intent, the right effect, right? Obviously, I have to recognize that I come from a different way of thinking to the majority of people because, number one, I don't have a losing mentality. Number two, I'm a child of the Lord. Number three, I don't care to be a part of the world, the herd, the crowd. Not a part of it. Don't want to participate. Don't see the fun in it. Think a lot of it's stupid, right? But sometimes I find it hard to make videos for that reason, right? But then I'll watch some things and I'll watch how boldly some people just do stupid things on the internet. And I think, why am I second guessing anything? So I have to thank TikTok, right? I have to thank TikTok for that reason, and social media, because seeing other people so boldly doing certain things on the internet and not having a care in the world, I was like, you know what? I should just be boldly doing what I want to do as well, just for the sake of it. Not even because I'm trying to say that I think what I'm doing is better, but heck, that's what we're all doing, right? It's a part of the fun. And this is what I love. I love how this is revealed. I think we needed this as a society. People needed a wake-up call. And I say that from my perspective because people often to call me pessimistic. I'm pessimistic. I've been called pessimist recently quite a few times. And I'm proud to be one. I'm so proud of being a pessimist. Because you know why? That means that, or rather the other day, somebody said people who are realistic tend to sway toward the side of pessimism, which is very true. And you know why that is? Because you're aware of the real nature of humans and society, which is inherently negative and selfish. We are inherently low vibrational. So we enjoy low vibrational activities, gossiping, drama, misery, slander, selfishness, right? Competition. And when I say competition, I mean unhealthy competition. As in, I'm competing with you and I'm arguing with you because, you know, the low vibrations, that I realized. I used to wonder why I never felt like I fit in anywhere, and then I realized it's because the predominance of of society is low vibrational. So the wavelengths, they don't work together. That's why I feel depressed when I'm around people. And when I'm alone by myself and I'm out in nature, I'm with the Lord, I'm around people like you guys on here, whatever. When I'm with the kids, I feel on top of the world. I feel rejuvenated. I feel refreshed. Sometimes I can spend 2 minutes in a conversation. I'm like, why do I immediately feel drained? And I always notice that the people around me will feel better always. They'll walk away with a new pep in their step. And I walk away feeling drained. I've just had to remove 1,000 blood-sucking leeches off my body. Right? And I realize it's because they're just draining my high vibrations because they're so low vibrational, they're just dragging me down. It literally feels like a weight. I actually feel heavier. Like I actually feel heavier in the world. As if gravity is having a greater impact on me. Because that's how the world is. The world is low vibrational and delusional. Very low vibrational, very delusional. People are like, oh yeah, I'm a good person. I would never. You know what a situation I anticipated? And for those of you who knew, at the time I even said this, right? I was saying this is on my old Instagram. I used to talk about this stuff, right? Before, I think it was even before I started YouTube. Yeah, it was. I used to talk about this on my old Instagram just before COVID started. I was like, oh, guys, guess what? We're going to finally see the real nature of everybody. All of this, yeah, we want to help each other and we want to help whoever and we want to help. All of a sudden you got mums, you know, fist fighting like this is the UFC and this is the Dana White, you know, fight card 307, right? In aisle 307 in Costco for some toilet paper. All of a sudden, we got a bit vicious now. All of a sudden, oh, I need to protect my own first. Oh, that's interesting. I thought we all cared about everybody and we all just want world peace. That's why I like being a pessimist. I love it because I'm right. And then when other people, they have to go through the heartbreak of realizing the real state of the world, like, oh. And this is why we have all these commentary channels. That's why I don't identify as a commentary channel, because all these things, these commentary channels are saying like, they're like, people are realizing that PR, like I was watching a video yesterday, it was a very, really good video, don't get me wrong. It was a very, very good video, but it was like, this is so obvious, right? And this one was talking about, have PR packages gone too far? Right? Because it's apparently this scandal of how whatever thing was going on. I was like, why are we surprised? Did you actually, do people actually think these influencers care about you? Especially when you, the people, you, the jury of the sheeple, right? Who have all the power, because the power's with the people. That's why everybody and everything is trying to control what you think and what you do, right? right? So you, the jury of the sheeple, you're the ones who are justifying, like, oh, this is how society is. There's going to be people that say mean things online. There's going to be this. There's going to be hate. If you're not, you should be prepared for us to talk about you however we want to talk about you. If you decide to put yourself out there, good, go ahead. Because while you're doing that, guess what? They're going to monetize all of the attention you're giving them. They're going to monetize your feelings, because negative feelings are way easier to get people's attention with than positive ones. Because again, that's low vibrational. That's why it's easier to get famous by upsetting and annoying people than it is by doing good. That's why I sit here with less than 700 subscribers on my channel, and people even unsubscribing because they don't like something that I've said, right? And meanwhile, you have people that will have 20 million subscribers, will have a huge scandal of them doing inappropriate behavior with kids and whatnot and what have you. But guess what? They won't lose out any money because everybody's now talking about them, because everybody's upset, because everybody now is giving them the attention. And now it's like with Mr. Beast. Do you think Mr. Beast isn't making even more money and isn't even able to monetize more, or a lot of these people? Because now everybody's talking about them. Everybody's giving them the time of day. Everybody's increasing their reach, their name, their whatever. Well done, you idiots. This is what I'm saying. Idiots, idiotic behavior. And then you're like, oh, we think we're better, and then you sit there pridefully like making these TikTok videos in your bed. You sit there pridefully like commenting like, well, I don't know if so-and-so realized that such and such was so tone deaf and saying it. It's like, my friend, whatever you're saying, you could be saying nothing, because as far as these people are concerned, they're not reading the comments anyway. They're not paying attention to the Reddits, because we've made it so that these places are horrible to be, because these are the places where people feel comfortable to reveal their true selves, because nobody can hold them accountable, because they're hiding behind no display picture, no name, no nothing. Unlike some of us who say our thoughts and feelings with our chest on camera, where you can see us very clearly, right? So they realize that, hey, we just can ignore you, get paid by these brands that we don't even barely use, right? We're just going to, after we get all these PR packages, do this giveaway, and you're going to think we're so giving and we're so loving, even though we couldn't give a single damn. We don't even know your name. We don't even know nothing about you, because we can't look at our comments because people have so many negative things to say, and it will actually affect their mental health. It's just had to normalize that to that level now. Once upon a time, being an influencer and having, whatever would be like, you have a community of people that you can actually, talk with, and there still are some, don't get me wrong. But a lot of them, they literally say, like, so I'm like, I don't know why people comment on some people's videos, because they're like, yeah, I have to turn off the comments. And that's why people talk to each other in the comments. And I'm like, you guys look so dumb and stupid. Like, so dumb and stupid. It reminds me when I was a kid and I used to be in all these different communities, and I used to just think, like, I would see adults spend hours and hours and hours over tea, over coffee, over this, over that, complaining about the stuff of the world, never doing absolutely anything about it. Complaining about things amongst each other. And I remember telling myself as a kid, I was like, I'm never going to become that kind of adult. I remember I was very young when I came to that conclusion. I was like, I'm never going to become this kind of adult that just sits here complaining, because like, oh, we're not going to solve the issues, or we're not going to, oh, no, we just want to all sit here and judge and comment on what everybody else is doing. It's like what people do with the people in the entertainment industry and in sports. We all know that one person who's so invested in the sports and thinks that they could coach this team better than the coaches are coaching it, and thinks they can do this. We all know that person that, critiques, the album of so-and-so as if like they're a producer and a composer themselves, as if they can sing one note in tune. I love it. I hope everybody's waking up to the real nature of humans. I hope. I know probably not, because we just stay blind. We stay being blinded, right? Because that's what we do here on planet Earth, apparently. But that's why I think TikTok is one of the best things to have happened. It's one of the best things to have happened to society. Because now we know. Now we know, and now we see. And now we see how comfortable people get. And I mentioned TikTok in particular. Obviously, there's other social media platforms, but that one's the one where everybody's like, oh, I like posting on TikTok because there's less, I don't know where the societal like decision that everything on YouTube has to be overproduced came from. In fact, this is exactly why I've been uploading my videos without thumbnails. People who've been here for a long time know that I have thumbnails. I used to always do thumbnails, and I used to really enjoy doing my thumbnails. I decided not to, because I was like, I'm not going to be, that's why I do my videos in one take, start to finish. Sometimes I pause the recording if I have to like do something, like turn off my speaker that's always going off or something. But I do it in one take, and then I just upload it as it is. I don't even choose the image majority of the time. It's just one of the random images generated from YouTube, and I upload. because people now have to go onto TikTok these days to just do real raw things, because again, societally, for some reason, I don't know who decided it, everything on YouTube has to be overproduced. That's why people have a main channel that they post on like once every 4 months, because that has to be a whole production, and they have their side channel that they post on every 2 days. It's so weird. Like, society is just weird. It's like, who said you had to do it like that? Why can't you just, why do I have to subscribe to like 8 channels to keep up with what you're doing? Just post it all on one channel. Who really cares? But this is what we've decided. That's what I'm saying. Society is just a weird place. And now it's like, oh, TikTok is the place where people can be real. I don't know. Society is weird to me, man. Maybe I don't know maybe I'm definitely not the one that's wrong here. It's definitely society, because it's not the only people that is benefiting is the very people that society claims not to want it to benefit, which is these big corporations. Because you know who's laughing? It's these big companies that are doing sponsorships, the platforms themselves, the Mark Zuckerbergs, all these people that you complain about. They're happy for you to complain even on their platforms. That's how stupid you are. You're so stupid, you don't realize that even you complaining about them on their platforms, it's good. It brings them attention. They just care about the money. At the end of the day, they're going to do exactly what the influencers do. They don't care about what you have to say, as long as they got that money coming in their bank account, because they're going to be sitting there drinking the most expensive champagne, eating lobster and A5 Wagyu steak, surf and turf in Bora Bora in a hut on the water, right? While you're out there trying to count pennies to afford to buy 6 eggs in the supermarket. Yeah, you're the laughing stock. This is what happens when people don't realize that the powers of the people, and when the low vibrational nature of society enables for us to hand over the power to the wrong people, hand over our power to the wrong people, and then somehow be like sitting there pridefully. This is why when people are like, I don't know what so-and-so was thinking when they did so-and-so and so-and-so, like all these people on TikTok. I'm like, you all look so dumb and stupid. You look dumb. You look dumb because you're playing into their hands. You're still broke. Your life's still a mess. You're just commenting on a whole bunch of people who don't actually care about you at the end of the day, but are monetizing your attention. And in fact, it's easier to monetize your rage than anything else. This is why people are like, oh my gosh, are they rage baiting? Are they rage baiting? Probably. The heck I would. Listen, if I wanted to get rich to social media, I wouldn't. There's only 2 things I would do. Number 1, I would do a couples channel. Yeah, I'll find somebody that I know. I'll be like, listen, let's get into business. Let's start a couples channel. Let's start a couples social media, but let's make it messy. Let's make it hella messy, right? Let's first of all be in love, fall in love, get everybody all up in the love story, the perfect proposal, the perfect everything, right? We're in love, doing this, working together, like opening up. How did we meet? You know, all the videos, asking all of those. And then we'll start with the toxic behaviors. We'll start with just sprinkling things, have a podcast, bring our arguments to ask the people about the arguments, and make it messy. That's what I would do. That, rich. Other side of what I would do, rage baiting. I would attack every single community out there on purpose. And I would start calling out this, that, and the other. I'll start calling people fat. I'll start doing everything. I'll start using slurs. I'll do it all. That's what I would do if I wanted to get rich, because people get upset. People get so upset. I'll just say lots of tone deaf takes online on purpose. Things that whatever I know will upset society, I'll say it. I'll say it with my whole chest, and I'll go around saying it. And I'll do it to the extent that people will have to be, I'll be the type of person that people will invite on their podcast, because they'll be like, there's no way she's actually saying this, and she's a real person. And they'll be like, no, but is this what you actually believe in? I'll be like, yeah, and I'll play into that character. Rich. That's what I'm saying. That's how easy it is. Oh my goodness. That's how easy it is in this day and age. That's how easy it is to rage bait you all. You idiots. And people will fall for it. People will be like, oh, how could she say that? How could she be so whatever? How could she be? I'll be like, one day I'll say, guys, I'm decided I'm liberal. The next day, oh, I'm decided I'm conservative. Today I'll be like, oh, I'm straight. Tomorrow I'll be like, oh, I'm gay. You see what Nicki Carter is doing? I would do that on steroids. Listen, the world better be so happy that I have the Holy Spirit and that I believe in Jesus. Because listen, I would have no problem without the Lord. This is why I know that the nature of the world, because I know how I would be if I didn't have God. And if I had God, I wouldn't waste time trying to be some goody. I would get rich, famous, and I'll be enjoying my life, taking advantage of the stupidity, the low vibrational stupidity, sheephood of society. I would ride that wave to kingdom come. I would go out with guns blazing for the devil because it would be the easiest thing to do. It would be, especially because I'm a black woman. Oh, I might have a rap story arc. I might have a rap story arc. I might just get a picture of Donald Trump, you know, like tattooed on my cheek or something, and then just start saying heinous lyrics, talking about crazy things. Yeah, I might do that. That might be another little. See, there's all these options I could do. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is how easy society is to sway. This is how easy society is to sway, and I'll be getting rich. This is what I'm saying. You guys are dumb. Say what you want to say. Make your videos. Make your whatevers. I love it. TikTok is one of the best things that have happened to society, truly. Because I hope this is your opportunity to wake up, everybody. I hope you can see that. I hope you can stop and think about the difference between how the world seemed before social media and before things like TikTok, and how it seems now. And how it's not that anything has changed. All that's happened is all the things that were hidden, all the things that people did in the comfort of their homes, the thoughts that they kept in their head, the things that they did, whatever, right, in the little communities, are just being brought to the forefront for everybody to be able to see in 4K. That's the only difference. Don't we just love it here? Isn't it just so much fun being on planet Earth?